Thanks. Let's start standing on your mats. Heels together, toes apart. Come stand toward the front of your mat. And then we'll cross um, one foot over the other, opposite hand on top, and you'll plie down to your mat. Roll back with as much control as you can to an ab curl, hands behind your head, heels together, toes apart. And we'll inhale out to straight, exhale in, elbows to the ceiling, and exhale in. Staying in a round ab curl, you guys, so that when your legs go away, your spine doesn't flatten out, which means you might choose to go on a higher diagonal. You might choose to go less far. You don't have to go all the way to straight, but I do want you to come in all the way every single time. How are you feeling? Two more. Out, exhale in, and then bird on a perch position. Inhaling out and exhaling in. Bend your feet around your imaginary bar, wrapping your heels and your arches and your toes around said imaginary bar. Out to straighter, exhale in. If you can, try to keep your sitting bones light on the mat the whole time, even when your legs go away. That is harder. It is more advanced. If you can't, just keep them from rocking back and forth as your legs move. Coming in all the way, exhale in and out. And last one like this, flex your feet, reach your heels, pull your toes to your shins, exhale in, and we'll reach and exhale in and breathe. Erin's tossing her clothes aside. That's a good sign. And inhale out. Exhale in, staying curled, elbows to the ceiling, head in your hands, light hips, spine stays rounded and stable. On this next one, we'll stay out and point and flex. Choose an angle you can support. You can take your legs to vertical if you need to. You can take them lower, curl your tail under to support those legs, and then take your arms right down to your sides and start your pumps in 4, 5 full counts and out 4, 5 full counts. Nice, vigorous pumps here. Lifting your armpits up towards your ears just a little so that you can breathe into the upper lobes of your lungs and we don't compress them. Abs pulling into your spine. Squeeze your booty to help you support your legs. Maybe you could take your legs lower. Maybe. Maybe you could take your legs higher. You figure out the angle that works best for you. Ultimately, toes at eye level is the instruction. However, sometimes it's very interesting to take your feet over your head for your last set or two and stay curled and lift your hips a tiny bit so it shifts weight into your abs, which is also very interesting. Bend your knees into your chest and roll down. We all have different ideas of interesting, but I call that interesting. Go ahead and stretch out on the mat. Whip off the clothes. That's it. Nice. I love it when all the sweatshirts come off. All right, take hold of your left hand or left wrist with your right hand. Side bend over to the right. Breathe. Take hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Side bend over. Breathe. Stretch your belly. Arch your back. And then relax your back. Come on up to sitting. Slide your feet under the strap and scooch back so you have tension around your ankles. You'll take hold of the bar that's by your right side. It's the spring is in the way as well. Yeah, it's actually that way. All righty, laying down on your back, arms up by your ears. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Make sure that let's take your arms to vertical for a sec. Take your arms, holding your bar. Take your arms up to vertical for a sec, ladies. Sliding your shoulders back, keep your ribs in. As you take your arms to your ears, do not let your ribs pop up off the mat. There we go. And then you'll inhale, lift your head, round your spine, curl forward, bending your waist as you curl over your legs, parallel feet, and scooping your abs to roll back down. Stretch your tummy away from your legs as we roll down. Take the arms up, but don't let the ribs displace. Lift your head and round forward, scooping your abs, curling your spine over your legs, and you'll roll back abs first. rolling all the way down, arms by the ears, breathe. And again, you lift and curl and round forward over your legs. And again, 3 more of these, rolling back and exhaling all the way to the mat. Inhale up, bend your middle, round forward, pull that strap into you with your feet. And as you roll back, pull the strap into you with your feet to roll all the way down. Pull the strap before you lift your head and bend your waist over that pull of the strap and rolling down. We'll do one more here because I lost count. Inhale, lift and curl. Let's stay forward this time. Keep those feet flexed, round your spine further. Take another breath. Let's hold those arms up by your ears and curl forward a little further with both feet deeply flexed at the ankle. And then taking your time to roll down in 10 counts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Place the bar down by your right side. Bring your right leg into your chest. Hold the back of your thigh with both hands, and we'll stretch it up to the ceiling and bend it down. Just 2 more of these because I'm being friendly. And last one will stay up, flex and point, stretching your hamstrings. Circle your ankle 2 times each way, and then we'll press your arms into the mat. Down by your sides, soft point of the foot, lift your hip, take it over to the left, exhale it home, and a few more across, and abs and exhale, 3 more, and exhale up, 2 more, reach, and exhale, last one, and we'll stay up, reverse, inhale down, sweep it way around to the left, exhale, and 4 more, exhale in, and 3, reach, exhale, and 2, reach, and last one, bend that knee into your chest, give it a good squeeze and press your left thigh down into the front of the mat. We'll slide your right foot under the strap, hold onto the back of your left leg with both hands, and we'll straighten and bend 3 times, just giving yourself a stretch from your sitting bones up to your toes. Neck is relaxed, shoulders are wide, chest is soft so your ribs don't push up as you straighten your legs. Stay up, flex, and point a few times. And then we'll stay pointed. Oh, did we circle on the other side? Yes, 2 circles each time, each way. Stay, or 3. Stay pointed. Press your arms into the mat, and we'll lift your hip and reach. And exhale home, and across, and exhale, and 3 more like that. Lifting the hip just a little to spiral your waist. And again, last one this direction. Reach, and we'll stay up, reverse it. Inhale down, exhale around, and reach way around. Spiral the waist to reach the leg. And exhale. Last one this way. We'll bend that knee into your chest, squeeze it in close, and press the right thigh down into the mat. How much could you stretch the front, the top of that right hip? Press your shin into your hands and roll yourself up to sitting. Lift your hips to your heels. Take hold of your ankles with your hands and pull those knees up over your shoulders. We're going to pause at the top for a little balance here. And the balance is not on the sitting bones, it is further back on the sacrum. Pull your knees over your shoulders, keeping those feet in close. And we'll inhale, roll back. Exhale, roll up. Eyes are on your feet the whole time. So we keep the gaze forward on the feet, and we use the breath to roll knees over the shoulders. Exhale, balance on the sacrum. We'll do a couple more here, relaxing your back as you roll. This might be the only massage you get today. I don't know what your plans are, but rolling back and letting the mat massage you. Last one, and then we'll stay up. Place your hands by your hips, lift your hips and scooch back a bit. Right leg into your chest, elbows wide and high, right hands on the ankle. Curl up, light sitting bones. They lift a little, and we'll switch. Outside hand to the ankle and switch. Switch, pull it in, pull it in. Eyes are on the belly, elbows wide. Full breath. Last set. Bring both legs in. Take hold of your ankles. Inhale, arms to your ears, stretch, circle around, dropping your abs into the front of the spine and stretch and circle. We have a cat on Zoom, That's doing all kinds of things on Aaron's mat. It's hilarious. Stretch and circle. Last one. Stretch and circle. Straighten both legs to the ceiling. Take your hands high on your right leg. Now stay there. Pull your elbows wide. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Lift your chest higher. Lift your chest and then pull that right hip up over your head and pull that leg twice. Pull, pull. Other side, same thing. Pause there. Pull, pull. And then switch. Pull, pull, and pull, pull. And you are aiming that foot to the floor behind you. Your weight should be tipped back into your abs so it's not out in your sitting bones, nor is it up in your neck and shoulders. Last set. Last one, both legs up, hands behind your head, elbows to the ceiling, squeeze your inner thighs and inhale, lower them down, scoop those abs, exhale them up. And we'll do that again, lower, 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 and abs, pick your legs up, keep those elbows lifted, keep your chest lifted, lower your legs more. How low to the mat could you go? And then scoop them up with the abs. At no point in lowering does the back arch. Beautiful, Pam. Bend your knees into your chest, twist to the right, elbow toward the knee, to the inside of the knee, twist left, and you can slow it down, savor it. Rotate your spine, reach your elbow to the inside of the knee, and we spiral so much the back elbow might be over the mat instead of the floor. Come right up to sitting for spine stretch. We'll take your feet to the center of your boxes or just off your mat. Take a moment to look at your feet and flex your ankles. Arms up by your ears. Lift your waist up out of your hips. Exhale, curl chin to chest, round forward, round your spine, arms high, bending. Stay forward for a moment, everybody, and try to curl your tailbone to your head and your head towards your tailbone. Pull your abs in to lift everything up from the middle. Feet are still very flexed. And we'll exhale forward. Head pull, curls, abs pull in, and your low back opens. Everything in your spine stretches. Abs pull in to roll you up. Flexing your feet could be a reference point, as if you're still pulling a strap into you, so that when you round forward, it's like you're bending over your flexed ankles. And when you lift, it's like the flexed ankles actually help you rise up lighter and taller. Exhale over. Again, straight elbows, stay forward. Keep those arms lifted by your ears. Take another breath. Arms are up, head is down. Exhale, curl forward some more. Flex your ankles some more. Exhale, curl forward some more, 2 straight elbows. Take another breath. Every exhale brings you closer to the mat. And another breath. Exhale forward. Stay forward. Take hold of your ankles. Bend your knees. Draw your feet in, bending your knees. And we'll straighten your legs out to the sides for open leg rocker. Megan, you'll have to scooch forward just a little. Wide legs, at least as wide as your mat, maybe a little wider. Again, we balance on the sacrum. Curl your sitting bones over your head and exhale up. It's like you have the cat on your belly now, and you don't want it to scratch you, so you're just rolling smoothly so you don't disturb the sleeping cat. And exhale up. 2 more. Round your spine. Exhale to your balance. Abs and round the spine. Stay up, squeeze your legs together, stay up. You'll reach as high in your legs as you can. Maybe that means you're hooking your fingers around your big toes, which is the ultimate goal, or maybe you're holding your ankles. We're going to do 2 more. Roll back, exhale up. Breathing, rounding the spine. The legs are straight, the spine is curled. Beautiful, Kim. Look at you go. That's so good. Last one, everybody. We will stay up. Take your arms out to your sides. Turn out your legs. Hold them with your abs and crisscross. Abs are in. Crisscross. Hold your legs with your abs. Figure out how to do that. And then you'll lay down on your back with your arms by your sides, feet to the ceiling. Squeeze your inner thighs. We're going to do corkscrew 2 ways today. First, we're going to do regular corkscrew. Arms by your sides. Take them to the right, down, stretching your tummy. Circle to the left and center. To the left, stretch your abs as your legs lower, right and center. And to the right, stretching your tummy, exhale, center. And to the left, squeezing your inner thighs. Now, Oh my gosh, we forgot to do rollover. I just realized. Sorry, that was my bad. I skipped rollover. So now we're going to do rollover with corkscrew. You're welcome. All right, we'll take both legs to the right, circle around. When you come to the left, roll right up over the mat, over your head so your legs are parallel to the floor. Feet first, sweep your feet to the left. Roll around to the right, feet to the right, and lift. Take your feet to the right and circle around to the left. So it's like this full body circle and to the left and sweep around. And when you're in the center, we'll roll straight down the center of your spine and come up to sitting for soft. Feet to the center of your boxes. Flex your ankles. Really deeply flex those ankles, arms wide, pull your collarbones apart, and twist your waist to the right. Curl forward. Backhand to the ceiling, abs pull in to roll us up. And twist, try to move from your center, relaxing the back and pulling up from the abs and squeezing the abs to curl and rotate and lift and twist and squeeze the abs to curl and rise up. And when you rotate to the right, your ultimate goal might be to put your right armpit or left armpit on your right knee and other way. Right armpit to the inside of the left knee, maybe because you spiral. And then we'll stay up, turn onto your bellies. We'll go heads this way for swan. Hands right under your shoulders, elbows close into your waist. Squeeze your feet together, squeeze your inner thighs, and tuck your tailbone under so the lowest part of your belly is not pushing forward, but rather lifting up a little. Lift your eyes, lift your head. Aim your elbows back, lift your chest, pull your collarbones forward, and stretch forward to come down. Aim those elbows towards your back pockets as you lift your eyes, head, and chest. And we'll just pull your sternum forward and go, go, go. And then come back down. The sequencing is that your eyes lift until your head lifts. Your head lifts until your upper back lifts. Your chest lifts to bring your ribs up and stretch forward. We're going to go into the dives now. For anybody who can do it, you can have your hands down or arms by your ears. You'll lift your eyes, head, chest, ribs, and dive. You can push off your mat or keep your arms by your ears. Breathing, lift those legs, and then we'll sit back to your heels, round your spine, flex your feet, tuck your toes under, and sit down into those heels. Then you'll point your feet and sit down into your feet. We'll come forward onto your forearms for your single leg kicks. So you can be up in Sphinx position, or you can have your knuckles together with your elbows wide. In any case, your collarbones are wide, shoulders are down your back, and your abs are trying to lift off the mat. We'll bend your right leg and kick, heel to your bottom, switch, kick, kick, knees are together, kick, kick, and kick, kick. And you would like to get your heel all the way to your bottom. How far in could you get that heel? Kick, kick, and kick, kick. And when you're even, both legs are down. We'll put the right side of your face on the mat with your hands high on your back and your elbows down to the mat. Walk your hands up a little higher and then drop your elbows down a little more. I understand that that's an unpleasant stretch, but it is a valuable stretch. Legs together, we'll take a big breath and kick 3 times as you exhale. Kick, kick, kick. Elbows up, lift your chest, stretch. Turn your head, exhale, kick, 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 and stretch. Chest forward and kick, kick, kick. Arms and legs straighten at the same time and kick, kick, kick. Arms and legs together as you stretch. One more set. Kick, 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 and stretch. And last one. Kick, 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 and stretch. We'll sit back to your heels, round your spine. And then we're going to come up to sitting and slide your feet under the strap at the front edge of your mat. Scooch back so you have tension around your ankles. Sitting tall, feet flexed, and then you'll lay down on your back. The feet are hip distance apart only. Lay down on your backs, hands behind your head, 4 neck pull, elbows to the ceiling. Really flex. You want that strap low on your ankles. And Brittany, take your feet a tiny bit wider. And we'll inhale, lift, curl your nose right into your navel, round forward into your belly. Now that strap stays totally taut as you roll up to sitting. Strap stays tight as you tip and curl back, rolling hips, waist, ribs, and the rest of your spine. Curl up, keep the strap taut as you curl up. Pull the strap into you and roll up to sitting and tip back. Curl the hips, abs in, roll sequentially through the spine, pulling that strap the whole time. Lift and round forward all the way over. Roll up all the way and tip and curl. And we're going to do two more a little bit faster. So you'll lift, round forward, abs and roll up and tip and curl and roll back. And again, last one, up and over. Lift tall and roll back. Shoulders are down. Slide your feet out of the straps. Take your arms down by your sides. We'll jackknife up to the ceiling and take your hands under your hips. Hey, Dawn, 11:30, honey. Legs up to the ceiling for scissors. We'll take one leg toward the poles and the other tries not to drop. So you're going to reach one leg toward the poles, scissoring. Both legs are straight when we scissor. And you're trying not to drop one toward your head. You're reaching up and out and up and out. And when we take it into bicycling, you still go up and out, and then you go further as you bend that knee. We stretch the front of the hip further and reach toward the mat with your toes. And then you can roll down, take your arms by your sides. We'll just roll down for today. Bend your knees, place your feet on the mat for shoulder bridging. Arms down, curl your tailbone under, and roll up. Feet should be hip distance apart. We are shoulder bridging. Megan, narrow your feet. And we'll stay up. Brittany, narrow your feet. And we'll have your hands underneath your hips for the kicks. Lift those hips high. Stretch your right leg out along the mat. We'll kick it up to the ceiling and down to the floor and kick it up and back down. Our goal ultimately is to have the hips high and stable and to touch the floor and kick up. Bend your knee and slide your other foot out. We'll reach it out, kick it up high and lower down and reach it up. And lower down. Pelvis is lifted as we move. Last one. Both feet on the mat, arms to the ceiling. Roll your chest down. Sink your chest, concave it into the mat. Ribs, waist, hips, tailbone. Roll right up to sitting. Stretch your legs straight out in front of you. Flex your ankles. Arms are wide for spine twist. Feet together and flexed. And we'll twist your belly right. Twist. Inhale, center, left. Twist, inhale, center, and flex. Twist and center, and twist, twist and center, and spiral your waist. Keep the feet flexed. Spiral your waist. Inhale, twist, twist. Last one, twist, twist. Lay down on your backs, arms by your sides. Squeeze your legs together. Take them straight up to the ceiling. We're going to do jackknife next. You'll lift your sitting bones and curl your hips over your head, legs parallel to the floor, and then stretch your legs up to the ceiling, pressing the backs of your legs away from you. You may lower your legs a little so that you can maintain the distance between your abs and hips as you roll your spine down. Again, we will jackknife over. Lift your hips, stretching the front of the hips open. Lower the legs if you need to. Roll down the inner thighs. You're squeezing relentlessly the whole time. Two more. Curl over, lift up, and lower down, keeping your hips lifted as you roll your spine. Last one here. Jackknife over. Lift up and lower down. Roll down. Roll onto your right side. We'll face the back wall of the studio for side kicks. So you'll lay on your right side facing this way. Both feet to the front edge of the mat. Your back's lined up along the back edge. Top hand is on the mat in front of you. If you are advanced and can keep your torso stable, you can have your top hand behind your head. Top leg comes up to hip height. Hold it there. Just hip height. We're going to turn your thigh bone in and turn your thigh bone out. Levitate that leg at hip height as you turn out and turn in. And then we're going to keep it turned out. Do 3 smooth circles one direction, turned out. 3 smooth circles the other direction, turned out. Turn in, flex your foot, push your heel away, and do circles, reaching from your heel 3 times turned in, and then 3 times the other way. Now we're going to go back to parallel and take that leg to the front. Front, reach it back, back. Eyes are straight ahead. Reach it back. You want to go front so far you reach for your forehead. Go back so far that it takes you to extension. We don't extend to move the leg. We move the leg until it brings us all the way into extension because we're like a little string of dominoes moving in sequence. Last set. Last one, stay back. Take that top arm, keep your leg back. Take that top arm up, circle it back, take hold of your ankle. Now right here, your knee should be in line with your hip and not higher, and bring it forward. Straighten your leg without letting go. Take it to the back, circle back, bring it forward, and stretch. And now we're going to reverse. So you'll take your leg back and reach your arm forward, and then kick your hand, bend your knee, take it back, and stretch. And kick your hand, bend your knee, take it back, and stretch. Stack your leg, turn it out, point to kick it up, and flex to squeeze it down. Point it up, squeeze it down. Eyes are straight ahead. We're externally rotating that femur and working from the back of the hip. 2 more, point and squeeze. Last one, and reverse, flex it up, point it down. Eyes are straight ahead, point it down, flex it up, reach through the heel. Even when you're pointing your heel, stretching out. Last one, and stay down, turn parallel. Squeeze your inner thighs together. We'll sweep them both up and lower down, trying not to use the neck and shoulders, trying to maybe tuck under a little and lift those legs like you're swishing your mermaid tail. Keep them up. Lower just your bottom leg and lower, lift it 3 times. And then hold it up and lift your top leg 3 times. And then roll onto your tummy, hands under your forehead. Chest is low, thighs are up, and we'll clap, clap, clap for grasshopper. Thighs are lifted, not so much the fetus, the thighs. You want to get your knees higher off the floor. And then swiftly, we will sweep around so we're still facing this way and our feet are at the other edge of the mat. Top hand is either on the mat or behind your head. We're lined up along the back edge. We'll take your top leg up to hip height. Hold it there. Turn your thigh bone in and turn your thigh bone out and rotate the femur in the socket as you turn in and as you turn it out. And then we'll stay turned in. Flex the foot, push the heel away for 3 smooth circles one direction. And 3 smooth circles the other direction, pushing through that heel. Turn it out, point your foot. 3 smooth circles in one direction, nice round circles. 3 smooth circles in the other direction, nice and round. And then turn that leg parallel and we'll go to the front. Reach, press, back and front. Further, reach it back. The leg stays straight and we move the thigh. The thigh goes back and forward, reaching your toes to your forehead at the front and pressing your thigh back and front, front, and press the thigh back. Last one, front, press the thigh back, stack your leg, turn it out. We'll point to kick it up, flex to, oh, I forgot bicycles. Sorry. It's really not. So let's hold that leg up at hip height. We'll reverse the direction this time. So we'll take it forward, bend your knee, pull your thigh back, stretching your quads, and reach. And kick to your hand, bend, press back. Give yourself a good quad stretch there and reach. And then circle your arm behind you. Take hold of that ankle. Bring your knee forward. Keep holding it as you straighten and circle back, bend, bring it in, and straighten. And now we'll turn it out and do the side kicks for real. Point it up and flex it down. Work that turn out, you guys. Keep turning that thigh out. Externally rotate even more than you want to. Yeah. That's it. Oh, and reverse. Flex it up and point it down. Keep turning it out and point it down. Few more. Turned out, point it down. And last one, stay down. Turn parallel. Squeeze your inner thighs together and we'll lift them up, which is, if anything, a tiny little side bend of your low waist. Not of the neck and shoulders, but of the low waist and legs, like you're swooshing your mermaid tail. Swish it up, stay. Lower just your bottom leg, squeeze it up, 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 top leg, lift, lift, lift. Now keep them squeezing, sweep them around to the pull systems and come on up to sitting. Hands, it was passable. All right, so we'll turn to face the poles, hands down by your hips. We're first gonna do this little prep before we do teaser. Everybody's favorite exercise. I wouldn't want to skip it. So you'll curl your spine forward, squeezing your inner thighs, head down. You can have your hands flat, you can be on your fingertips, or you can press your fist down. We're gonna stay forward without changing your spine and try to lift your legs to your face a few times, trying not to rock back as you lift and lower your legs. And then come up to a more vertical position, hands down, lift your legs and take your arms parallel to your legs. Hold that position. Keep your legs perfectly still. Roll your spine away from them. Doesn't have to be big. Roll up over your legs. Two more. Roll down, roll up over your legs. Your waist has to lift up over your legs at the top. Stay up, arms by your ears. Lower your legs a little and then lift them up. Lower and lift, staying up, staying round in the spine. And then three big ones, toes at eye level as you roll down, toes at eye level as you rise up. Arms are by the ears as we roll down, and arms are by the ears as we curl up. Good. Last one of these. Rolling down and rise up. Hold your teaser. Stay up there. Lift your waist. Take your arms behind you for hip circles. If you have to bend your elbows, you can. And then we'll take your legs straight up. You want your knees close to your face. Chest is lifted, and we circle the legs right, down, left, and center to the left, and circle them around. Keep your chest lifted, ladies. Try not to fall. Bring those knees up toward your face. You could wipe your nose with your knees as you circle. And it's practical. And then flip over onto your tummy. Head this way for swimming. Arms are straight up by your ears. Legs are out along the mat. Tuck your tailbone just a little bit so that when you come up out of the water, you don't leverage off your low back. You lift those abs too. Eyes, head, and chest up. Legs lift, and we kick, 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 kick. Try to get more and more of you up off the mat. Lift your thighs, keep them close together. And then we'll come down, sit back to your heels for a moment. We're going to do leg pulls next. If you need to be on the floor instead of your mat, you'll step off to the left side of your mat, just straight off into a plank. For the leg pulls, eyes are looking straight ahead. And you'll be in a plank position. We're going to just keep the torso still today. We're not going to rock forward and back. Pull your chest forward. Keep your feet together and very flex. Lift your right leg. Now you could explore lifting it higher and higher, but keep your spine still. Lower the leg. This is an archival version. Left leg lifted up, up, and lower. Brittany, try to rock forward 2 inches. Yes, I love that for you. Stay over there and lift and lower. Straight leg. Lift your thigh and lower. Straight leg, lift the thigh up and lower so that leg is bending. And then you'll bend your knees. For today, we're going to bend our knees and turn around to work on the other one. So that was leg pull front. Now we're going to do leg pull. So turn around facing this way. We'll bend your knees and place your feet flat on the mat. Hands are behind you. And you're going to have your knees and feet together and lift your hips up really high. Knees together, feet together, lift your hips high. So you're in kind of this tabletop high frog type position. Keep your hips high. Breathe. Walk your feet forward one step. Knees together, feet together, hips are high. Breathe. Walk your feet forward one more step. Keep your hips high and breathe. Now we're going to stay here, and for today, we're going to keep the knees bent and kick right, bring your right leg up and switch. And it can be small. And Brittany, you can do it with straight legs if you're there. That's fine. And switch and switch. So we're just doing these little marches in space. And then have a seat. It is harder than the real thing. Sit back towards your hands, hinge at your hips, and reach your feet to your ankles, round your spine forward. It is difficult to do those marches because it builds the strength to do the full thing, and always the fundamental movements are harder than the actual full exercise, right? All right, we're going to come to kneeling in the center of our mats, facing the back wall of the studio for kneeling side kicks. You want to center yourself lengthwise so you have plenty of space, and you have two options on these. We're going to go to the right. So when you go over, you can straighten this leg out along the mat. Just watch for a sec and lift and lower. Or you can do the full thing of holding it up and taking it front and back. Here's the thing I want you to pay attention to. This hip wants to start falling toward this hand for all of us. So you have to push it that way. If you can't keep it there and your front and back is like this, that is not useful. So you might as well just stay there and practice lifting and lowering. Either way is okay. So you're going to side bend over to the right, stretch your left leg out, either holding it at hip height or lifting and lowering. If you're at hip height, we're going front and back and holding your thigh up at hip height, which is higher than you think, especially when your leg goes back. Front, front, back, back. Last one. Bend that knee, rise up, and we'll go over to the other side. So we're either lifting and lowering or we're holding it up, but that standing leg is going that way, away from the hand, and we'll go front and back. If you're going front and back, you got to hold it up higher than you think. It's higher than you think. The side of the thigh has to lift, and then we'll bend that knee and come down for side bend. You can slip forward to the front of your mats or to the back. Brittany, come this way, honey. Yeah. And we're going to have our feet on that side. You will be on your right hand. Knees are just a little bent. Top arm is on top of your thighs. You'll come up into your side plank and hold that position. Lift your chest a little, look straight ahead. And then we lower the hips and lift. If following your hand throws you off, just look straight ahead while you focus on lifting your hips and lowering your hips. Come down all the way without plopping. Sweep your feet to the other side. So you'll have your left hand down, right leg's on top, arms on your thigh, and we'll come up to our side plank first. Look straight ahead, lift your chest a little, and then we lower the hips and lift. You're trying to reach your left ribs towards your left arm and lift. That's it. And lower and lift. And then we come down with control. Sweep the feet to the other side for twist one. You'll put your left heel in front of your right ankle. Your right hand's in real close. Left arm is down here. And then you'll lift and spiral under. You do not have to straighten your legs, but you do have to keep weight on your right hand and your left foot. And we'll spiral under, drop your head, reach that left armpit under your shoulders and come back down. Erin, make sure you don't step into your back foot. And we'll do that again. Rise up. Yeah, there's no weight on that back foot as we reach. And we'll come back down and sweep your legs to the other side. Sitting on your left hip, right heel's in front, and same thing, you'll rise and spiral under. It is a twist. It is a spiral. You would like your spine to rotate to the front door. And two more. The arm comes up. We reach the right armpit under the left shoulder. Shift your weight forward, Megan, to your hand, and come back down. One more. So as you come up, don't shift your weight back into your feet. Go forward into your hand and stand on the front foot. That's better. And then we'll do twist 2. So you'll be on your right side. Today, we're just going to do the rotisserie one, and we're going to do 3 on each side. So you'll come on up into a side plank like a letter T, and then take that top arm up to your ear. We are going to rotate chest toward the floor and then rotate chest toward the ceiling. 2 more times. Hold your hips high to make it more doable. Push forward over your arm, shoulders away from your ears. I didn't hear you, but I'll listen in a sec. This way, the rotisserie version. There's 2 different versions, and come down. Yes, even when you open. So when you're doing the rotisserie version, the chest toward the floor, arms by your ear, and you rotate chest toward the ceiling. Okay, we'll do 3 on the other side. So the bottom hip lifting, bring your feet to the other side. That's it. Bottom hip lifting is what gives you all your power and makes this doable. If your bottom hip is sagging, it's so heavy and so hard. So we're going to come up first to our T and then take that arm to your ear, rotate chest toward the floor, rotate your hips and chest toward the ceiling. And 2 more. Bottom hip is pressing up the whole time. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. And then we'll come back down. Let's come forward onto your mats facing the front, the pull systems in this case. And we'll cross your right leg over your left for boomerang. Hands are going to be down by your hips, and you want to make sure that lengthwise your hips are in the center of the mat or a little tiny bit toward the back. Come forward just a little, Megan. And then you're going to have to keep your legs narrow when you cross them. All right, so we're going to roll back to your shoulders, switch your legs, and come up to a teaser. Arms parallel, so left leg's on top, arms parallel to the legs. Stay up, reach your arms wide, stay curled. We're having a great time. Reach your hands back, rounding your spine, curl forward, head to your knees. Reach your hands to your feet, roll up, lift your legs, hands are down, lift your legs and roll back, switch your legs, arms parallel to your thighs, and then you'll reach your arms back, curl forward, trying to suspend your legs toward your forehead as you curl. Reach around to your feet. And again, hands by your hips. Push them out forward as you lift your legs. Switch your legs. Rise up. Catch yourself in a teaser. Reach your hands to your toes. Arms open. We circle. Both feet are pointed. And reach for your ankles. Both feet are pointed the whole time. We'll roll back. Switch your legs. Point both feet. Hold them together with your inner thighs instead of your toes. And reach back and circle around, forehead toward your knees, and reach around to your feet. Stay forward. We'll bend your knees and slide your hands between your ankles for seal. You'll want to scooch back just a little bit. We're going to find a balance on the sacrum here. Knees up over the shoulders, toward the shoulders. We're going to balance and clap 3 times. Clap, 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 and roll back. Clap, 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 and roll up. If you can't do the claps at the back, that is okay. But your main goal when you're back there is to keep your head off the mat, keep your shoulders off the mat. Well, no, sorry, shoulders are on the mat. Neck off the mat, head off the mat, and suspend your hips over your head. On the next one, we'll switch to crabs. So you'll go back, cross your ankles, take your hands to the outside and round forward. Touch your head to the mat, lift your abs to roll back, switch your legs, and come forward. Grab your ankles from the outside, roll over your lumpy knees, touch your head, lift your abs to roll back, and switch. And come forward, top of the head to the mat. Last one, roll back, switch your legs, and when you come forward, press your head to the mat. Place your hands by your ears. Now, today we won't go into a headstand, but legit, that's how we used to do it in the day, back in the day. Push your head down, slide out onto your belly. Bend your knees and take hold of your ankles for rocking. If rocking is too much for you, you can just do a big quad stretch holding one leg at a time. Otherwise, you're going to try to get your ankles down, get your hands down closer to your ankles versus up by your toes. Push your feet and shins away from you. Look straight ahead and do not pull yourself around. Breathe. All you do is breathe and lift those legs and breathe. And the breathing will start to rock you. Yeah, ladies, really good. Sit back to your heels and round your spine. Round your spine, curl your tailbone under, tuck your toes under. And then we're going to roll up to sitting. Take your legs straight out in front of you on the mat and scooch pretty far forward. You'll lay down on your backs. And I want you to measure out an arm's distance behind you and make sure that even your fingertips are on the mat. So you will have to come further forward than you think you should, like by 8 inches for some of us. Yeah. Take your arms down by your sides. The reason for that is when we roll up into our jackknife, many of us rock backward and you want your hands flat on the mat for this exercise, control balance. So you'll take your arms by your sides, legs to the ceiling. We are going to curl over to a jackknife, hips up and over. Sweep your arms around so the backs of your hands are on the mat, even your fingertips are on the mat behind you. Keep your hips lifted. Your weight should be across your shoulder blades, palms face the ceiling. We slowly lower one foot down while the other leg stays up. I would really lift the up leg. And then switch. Ideally, your hands grab your ankle without lifting off the mat. So you keep your hands on the mat and take your leg to you. And then roll straight up to standing. Step off the mat to your left side, heels together, toes apart for push-ups. So you're going to be down on your knees on the mat. Heels together, toes apart. You'll lift your arms, curl your chin to your chest, stay really close to your body, and walk out in 4 smooth steps, heels squeezing together, knees together, feet together for you. Eyes are straight ahead. 3 push-ups, ladies, and then walk back. Elbows to your waist and come back up. Squeeze your inner thighs. You have to use your butt. If you push forward here, you got to bring your chest forward, and back. That's it. One more. And then we'll take your right leg behind you, arms up, curl forward, and walk out to your plank. Hold your plank, lifting that right leg as high as you can behind you as you pull your chest toward the floor. Chin down a little, Kim, shoulders wide, chest toward the floor, and then you'll walk back 2, 3, 4. Reach that right foot back as you reach forward to come up. And we'll take your arms down by your sides. Left side, reach it back. Lift your arms. Curl forward and walk out in 4 smooth steps. Chest forward, elbows in. So you don't get to push forward here. Elbows in and chest forward. Yeah, there's no weight here. You've got to get the weight in your arms and in your chest. Better. And then we'll walk back in and open your arms to your sides. All right, yeah, go. I'll spray off your mat. Just go, Pam. Take your legs apart nice and wide. Arms out to your sides. And we'll twist to your right for big twist. We'll spiral to the right. Let your feet rotate. Bend your front knee and reach your hands to your back leg. Try to get your forehead to your back leg. You'll come up and unspiral, keeping those legs wide. We'll spiral to the left. Bend your front knee. Reach your hands to your back leg. Breathe. And rise up and unspiral. One more set. Spiral to the right. Breathing, bending that front knee, reaching both hands to the back leg. Maybe your forehead's going to touch your back shin. And then you'll rise up and spiral the other way, round forward, forehead toward your shin. Keep your feet wide if they close when you spiral, the exercise is harder. And then you'll rise up, arms wide, and we'll walk our feet in. And we will end there for today. All right, nice work, ladies. Mm-hmm.